There he is. Mr. Ian Somerhalder!
Tell me that you love me, even if it's fake, 'cause I don't fucking care.
Thank you.
Sorry, guys. There was a lot of autographs, and what's up, man?
Very good.
How are you, brother?
Nice to have you here.
There was a lot of autographs, and I want to make sure that when I see you, or that I get enough time to spend with you. So it's more important for me to be able to connect with you individually. So I'm sorry the panel will be shorter. Tomorrow, Paul and I will be here, and I'll do a full length panel. No, I'm saying we're going to do it now, and then I'll have another one tomorrow. But when I was sitting there signing autographs, I had to hear Paul, and I just wanted to be on stage with Paul.
All right. So
It's very wild to hear all these stories and remember all these stories. It's like, what a crazy life.
Okay, so for me, there's only one question, because you have plenty of fans who want to ask their own. But my first, and the last actually, is about Lost. And your being in this show in the first season.
Right.
What's your memories from it?
I mean, I have the most amazing memories from Lost. You know, it changed television. Lost was like the Game of Thrones of then. I mean, network television was not what streaming television is now. And Lost was that first, it was like Lost, 24. There were a couple of those big shows that amazing storytelling and amazing filmmaking was happening. And when we won a Screen Actors Guild Award, we won a SAG Award for the Best Ensemble Cast. And for all of us, that was the most important, that other actors had said, you guys were the best that year. And it was very special to us. But I also died in season 1.
Yeah, but
So I was the first one cast and the first one killed. I was the pretty white boy. Like, you can kill them.
yeah, but you can say, for all eternity, you're the first person on Lost cast.
That was a very cool thing. And when we were finishing season 1 of Vampire Diaries, we were shooting the last episode of Vampire Diaries, and they were shooting the last episode of Lost.
Yep.
And I was there, and I was on the Vampire Diaries set. I got on a Delta flight, flew to Hawaii, landed. I did like wardrobe fitting, and then later that night, I was shooting till 5 in the morning. I had like lunch with Matt Fox, and I saw Josh and my friends. And then I shot till 5 that morning, got on another plane, flew back to Atlanta, landed, and went straight back to work on Vampire Diaries.
That's
And
commitment.
It was insane, but it was very special. And then I realized after shooting the last episode of Vampire Diaries that I wasn't being killed. So I made it through one season. And then the season 2, at the end, I thought, I'm surely going to die now. And I made it through a second season, and then a third, and a fourth, and a fifth, and a sixth, and all the way up to 8. Shit, I didn't know.
All right, let's start with the questions. Who's
Yeah.
going first?
Hey, it's very wonderful to be here with you guys. You guys have been so amazing. So, thank you.
Hi.
Hi.
First of all, I wanted to say that I love you so much, and I'm so happy that I can finally meet you. And my question is, do you remember your first day on set of The Vampire Diaries?
The first what?
The first day on the set of The Vampire Diaries. Did you enjoy it, or was it stressful?
It was amazing. No, there's no stress. I mean, shooting a television, producing is stressful. Being an actor on a hit television show is not stressful. It's hard work, but yeah, so the first day, and I've told this story many times. I don't know if you've ever heard it on social media or seen it on YouTube or something, but the first day of, can you guys hear me over there? You're good? What about back there? Can you hear me? You're good? The first day of Vampire Diaries, I decided to play a prank on Paul Wesley. And I got there just a little bit, like 2 hours before him. And I went into his trailer, and I took saran wrap, you know, the plastic food wrap, and I put it over his toilet. But perfectly. Like, I looked from every angle, and you couldn't see a reflection. I mean, it was literally, like, perfect. And it was July in Atlanta, which means it was like 95 degrees. So in Celsius, that's like 38 degrees at like 10 in the morning. It was hot, right? And I turned the heater on. And so I was thinking that Stefan, is gonna show up. He's gonna like need to use the bathroom in the morning. He's gonna sit on the toilet and get a big fucking surprise. And then I thought, no. This guy and I might spend, you know, Paul and I might spend the next 5 years together. I didn't know it was gonna be 8 years, now 10 years. Yep, 10 years. So I went into his trailer and I pulled it off and I turned the air conditioner back on. And then he pulled up. Paul likes to drive very fast. And that was, the rest is history. I just thought, you know, I don't know if I want to start my relationship with this guy, Paul Wesley, like this. Now I regret it. I should have done it. But it's a great story. It was funny.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's good to see you. Thank you.
It's good to see you too.
Thank you. Hi, I say hi from all the Spanish fans that can be here today. And I wanted to ask, if you could change one thing that you have done in the past, would you do it?
If I could change what?
One thing you did in the past about anything. Would you change
If I
it?
could change one thing I did in the past?
You said or did in the past. Would you change it?
I mean, honestly, there are a few things, maybe, I can't discuss them here, but at the end of this life, and I hope for all of us in this room, I hope that I have very few, if any, regrets. If you are kind to those, if you're kind to people, no matter how stressed or sad you are, if you worked hard, you were good to your friends and your family and the planet and the animals around you, at the end of this journey of however long it's going to be, hopefully you don't regret anything. But the one thing I don't want to do is I don't ever want to regret the things I did not do. And life is about making choices, and it's about making decisions. It's also about taking chances, right? Because what's the worst that can happen? You know, you make a bad business deal, you might lose some money. You ask that guy out or that girl out that you really want to ask out, what's the worst that they can say? No? But I feel like this generation, like a lot of you out there, we're so buried in our phones, swiping, 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 dreaming of this other life that your neighbor has, thinking, oh my God, why do they have such an amazing life? But I'll tell you a little secret. So, what's your name? Monica? Dominica. Now, this is just hypothetical, right? What's the Polish word for hypothetical? Like, hypotetyczna. Tetyczna or ne? Tine, yeah. Hypotetyczne. Hypothetical. So, she wakes up in the morning, and she's a popular girl. Friends like her. And she wakes up, and she's got like 3 zits on her face. Her dog just died. Her boyfriend just broke up with her, and her parents just got divorced. Now, that's a bad frickin' day. But what does she do? She can't tell the world that. So she puts on her makeup, puts on her clothes, takes her phone and goes, puts it on Instagram. Best day ever. But it's not the best day ever. It's a shitty day. But then you look at her photo, and she's having such a great time. And you think, why can't I be that happy? I'm having a terrible day. Do you see what I mean? Your happiness is based on a false representation someone's giving you. And you bought into it. And now you're sad. Do you realize what a societal waste that is of your time and your life? Don't do it, guys. Don't take even for face value what people are projecting, because they're projecting false representations of themselves. Just fucking be happy. Just be happy. Do you know what I mean? It's that simple. Because I'll tell you, I'm 40 years old now. Guess what? This shit goes fast, man. I swear to you, like 3 years ago, I was 20 years old and running around Paris and being like a young model and studying acting. And now I'm like a 40-year-old dad. And it's the most amazing journey and amazing, but I will tell you, it goes like this. So this generation has a little thing called Instagram or Snapchat or whatever you are doing. Don't buy into it. Seriously.
Thank you so much. And my Spanish mate asked me just one favor, is to shake your hand in the name. Just to shake your hand in the Spanish.
In the what?
To go here and shake your hand.
Thank you. You're awesome. Muchas gracias, hermana. I'll see you in Barcelona.
And just like that.
Not this year.
And just like that, our time in panel is over. We have time only for one question.
Oh, shit. Go. Never mind. That was important.
Hi.
Tell me.
So, what was your first impression when you came to Poland? Like, would you ever consider coming back here? Maybe next Comic-Con or something?
I haven't been here in about 10 years. And then before that, I was here about 15 years ago. I love this place. The people here, obviously, you know, Paul Wesley's like my family, and his family is like my family. So I've spent 8 years around a man who is Polish, who has taught me so much about Polish history, Polish food, Polish language, although I only know the really bad words, like stuff that you guys would never even talk to me again, and shit I might get arrested for. But I've learned so much, and there was a time period when I spent a lot of time in Eastern Europe. 2005, 2006, 2007, which was a long time ago now, but I spent a lot of time in the Czech Republic, or in Prague, in Bucharest, Romania, and in Warsaw. And it was really an amazing transformation of this area of the world at that time. And I'm glad I got to see it then. It was very powerful. And I'm amazed to see it now. But what a beautiful home you have. An amazing space with amazing people and amazing food, amazing culture. Cherish it. Enjoy it. You have rich, beautiful history and rich, brotherhood and sisterhood. It's very special. So thank you. Thank you for being so inviting and amazing. And I love you back.
I tym optymistycznym akcentem kończymy nasz panel i kończymy dzisiejszy dzień. Zapraszamy jeszcze
I'm
na
so sorry
zdjęcia.
that I got stuck and I don't get more time with you guys, but I will say tomorrow we'll have another really great panel and hopefully I get to spend some time with Paul. But thank you, thank you, thank you from the bottom of my heart for being so welcoming and so amazing. I adore you. Thank you. Thank you, guys.